Yes, boys. Kizan here back with some more Dokkan battle goodness, and some mechanic has been leaked for the 6th anniversary. And also, you know what, it's probably best if I cover it right now. And the mechanic is going to be the revival mechanic that has been leaked by this guy called Cody. So gonna quickly shout out him, but let's have a quick look at what he has said about this new mechanic together, and we can see exactly like what our thoughts of this certain thing. Now keep in mind, if you do like Dokkan content though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, because definitely helps your boy out getting close to 300 subs. But without further ado, let's discuss this new mechanic. So first of all, they've given up on a video for the revival skills, but he will tell us exactly how they will work. And they play an animation titled This Certain Battle 170,001. And the death animation is 170,000, which means it comes straight after, like it's kind of exactly the same as the death animation. So when you hit 0 HP, you know where it comes up and it says you died. Instead of that, you will get something similar to a kind of you died, but then hold up, wait. As you can see here, it would play on death. However, before anything shows, there's a character cut in that appears and the animation plays. So your screen dims from death and then it plays the cut in and then you revive. Bosses can also use and disable revive. Okay, so that is honestly a bit weird to me, because if bosses are using this revive mechanic, isn't it essentially just giving bosses another stage anyways, like another, you know, another level to fight them with? You know how, you know, that you beat them at 4 HP bars, they come back with 6 HP bars. It's the exact same thing as that, it looks like, but I don't know, they're giving it a different name maybe. But the way it will work is you hit 0% HP and it's kind of, it's looking like an active skill, or mainly an exchange mechanic that then like you get back alive essentially. The show up of the revival is not as simple as you die and you revive. You have to build up for it. Once the revival skill activates, it can change the entire card art, such as Pikkon going from a Goku and Vegeta, so Pikkon to a Goku and Vegeta card. Okay, so for this, right here it says you don't just have a unit that can use revival, it's got to meet some certain requirements. It's sounding exactly like an active skill. It's like it's an active skill that you need to get a certain amount, I guess. You have to do something certain and then you have to die to get it to work. With the entirety of the card can be changed. So even down to the quote. So basically it's going to be like, you could be fight, just the whole idea they gave is you can legit have a Pikkon or like this, exactly like this card. You die and then bang, it changes. It like changes completely. Probably going to change all the links, everything like that. You can get some stuff like, maybe you will get like you can get some weird stuff. You can get like a Chaozu that turns into Tien. This is just off the top of my head. You could get like, honestly it sounds so much like exchange. Like this, what they are saying is exactly what happens with this card essentially. Like imagine if this was a revival mechanic card. You're first as Nappa, then you go to 0 HP and then you turn into a Vegeta and revive. It's kind of the exact same thing. Like, and you have like something here, yeah, you have to hit 50% or less. So instead of that, it'd be like, I don't know, you need to take 6 slaps or something. Let's see what else he has to say about it. With this, after some characters, an example would be a blue evolution Vegeta that could have, after receiving 10 attacks, revival can be activated and the card would change from cracked armor to shirtless. Okay, so some of the card art could honestly just be cosmetic, I guess, or maybe, I don't know if it would affect the passive and everything now, but I think it still will. Revival skills can act like counters in that it happens during the battle part of the game, not the beginning of the end. Revivals can be a transformation, but don't have to be. They cannot deal damage, sadly. So this means when you hit 0% HP, we're not going to get Imagine Vegeta that goes, you know, final atonement on them. That is not going to happen, unfortunately. So it's literally like an exchange mechanic. So it can happen during the battle part of the game, not the beginning or the end. So it can happen directly in the middle of a fight. So if you hit 0 HP when you come back, I think the attacks that are happening to you still carry on. I don't think it goes to the next turn. So say if you get slapped turn 1 and you die, but revival activates, when it you'll still have your turn 2, turn 3, or your second and third character going in. That kind of makes sense. Okay. And that is just him talking about it. Okay, so honestly, that is the revival mechanic, sorry, in a nutshell. What do I think of it? I think it's pretty... it's going to be hype when it happens, but I don't think it's something that Dokkan needs. Now, the main thing is I just don't want to talk about one specific unit when it comes to revival stuff, which is going to be Int Cell. Now, Int Cell, as you know, is already like a really difficult unit to transform. A really difficult unit. And the problem isn't that it's difficult, you just have to hit 30% HP, that's it. But getting your HP this low is so annoying. So annoying, because yes, there is some buffs to what the revival mechanic will do, because half the time when you try to get 30% HP or lower, either you will not go under this amount or you will just die. Like, if you try to make a squishy unit take a super attack, more than likely you're going to get one shot if you're taking someone specifically to take big damage. So getting in between this 30% was really difficult in some harder content, but I guess if you're going for the revival animation, since it works as soon as you hit 0%, it's okay to let yourself just get obliterated. But then again, I kind of think that's kind of the opposite of what you want to do on Dokkan. Like, I don't like the whole mechanic being you want to take as much damage as possible, like you want to lose the fight. I just think it's a bit weird when they make certain mechanics like that, because they're going to be units that don't get superly strong until you get the revive mechanic. Now, that will obviously change once they do give us really difficult content, not just SBRs, because if there's some proper difficult like fighting against one character content, then yeah, the revive mechanics are definitely going to be useful, but at the moment they just seem like something you would do for fun. And that's kind of not how I want it to be. I think Dokkan definitely needs some more difficult content, and then the revive mechanic will be something that is important and not just like a style point thing. I do like how, yeah, they did say some of them will be transformations or exchanges, so we can get, as I said, Pycon to Gogeta, you can get Nappa to Vegeta, and you can get like Cell perfect form to perfect Cell. So these are the 3 examples I thought to bring up, and all of them could have been done with the revival mechanic, but instead, this revival mechanic came out afterwards, so we will not see that. And finally, let me know what you think. I've just gone through the whole leaks of the revival mechanic. I think if we get harder content, it's going to be definitely something I would like, but at the moment, it doesn't seem needed. It's like, am I ever going to see this guy transform on the latest Dokkan event? No. Like, so stuff like that, I don't know, I'm not too keen on right now. Let's see what they do. But that is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did like, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, because we're trying to hit that 300, remember. This has been Kizan, and I will catch you on the next video in a bit, guys, and have a good one.